Hello and welcome to the Nintendo 64 podcast. I am Alex, or Southport Jr. I am a self-proclaimed video game collector and weeaboo, and just because I own a body pillow doesn't make me a creep. I'm here with two other complete retards, who are...
I'm Alex, aka Finn Rubio.
My creator
And-
calls me number 4, but I call myself Joe. Hello.
That's the most depressing
There
thing
we
I've
go.
ever heard.
So guys, what have we all been playing recently?
I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 to be honest, and
Yeah, I've come back to Super Meat Boy actually.
Pokemon Platinum, like Gen 4. That's where it all started for me. That's where, well, I mean, I did play video games before that, but it's my main game. You know, it's what got me into sort of RPGs, which are probably one of my favorite genres to be honest. Video games. It's like my favorite game. Just the nostalgia. It's great.
Wow, gee, that sure is interesting, guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
No, it is. Recently I've been playing a lot of Jet Set Radio Future on the original Xbox, and Pokemon Black. Yeah, so what have we been up to recently?
Well, we've been starting this channel, which I think we should probably talk a little bit about what this channel is and
Yeah.
how it's going to be run.
Do you guys want to start
Well,
with that?
all right. This channel, the three of us, obviously, and we're going to be uploading videos on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. No real set order, I don't think, of what the videos will be. But obviously, we've got our Pokemon series and this podcast. They're going to be series that we're going to be continuing for quite a while. And really, to begin with, it's we're still in the learning process at the minute. I mean, we've all made content on our own channels before, but we've never done it to this sort of scale. Like with the Pokemon series, we're all editing our own bits and trying to fit it together. And obviously, as we haven't edited before like that, there'll be conflict in the styles. But I think as we go along, the styles sort of homogenize, and we'll make some really good content eventually.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
he said.
I mean, like, some viewers that have seen our Pokemon episode 1 already may realise that mine isn't intertwined with red and blue. It says tacked onto the end. And that's because I did it in a completely different tense and a completely different style. But for episode 2, I'm going to... Sorry, I'm talking too fast. For episode 2, I'm going to try and sort of make it fit with the style and make it sort of flow better. Yeah.
Well, I think it kind of worked because I'm saying it was like yesterday in yellow, so you can sort of have it. You know how you wake up in the game after going to Professor Oak's lab. You could say you woke up the next day, ready to, feeling energized and ready. So we could get the series going like that.
Yeah.
And it adds backstory, and it makes sense.
Yeah. So, guys, what have you been listening to recently?
Listening to
Music-wise. Yeah, music-wise.
Well,
Nothing different.
Yeah, I don't know what you listen to usually.
Slipknot.
yeah,
Okay.
I like
Fatboy
Slipknot,
Slim.
but this year has been a great year for music for me. We've got the new Asking Alexandria The Black, which came out 25th of March, and I love that album. And then
New Rick Astley album.
in June, the new Beartooth album came out, which I absolutely love. And in this is coming out tomorrow, isn't it? Right, I'll just say July the 1st, just to not get confused with the dates. July the 1st, the new Area 11 album's coming out, and I'm hyped for that. That's been what? I've been waiting for that for a year or so. I mean, I've been with Area 11 since, 2012? It's like my first band. It's just... I'm hyped. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Gorillaz recently, and Wang Chung. And Rick
Sorry?
Astley.
Say again.
Gorillaz and Wang Chung.
Who's Wang Chung?
An 80s band.
Oh, okay, then
Oh yeah, and Simple
I
Minds.
thought that was a way of saying you've just been wanking a lot recently.
Both you have a severe underappreciation for 80s music, I'm telling you.
I don't listen
So,
to much 80s music, to be honest. I've heard good things about Gorillaz, though.
I've heard of
Get
them.
out.
I've heard they're really good, but I've never actually listened to them.
Well, with Gorillaz, it's pretty cool because they're very varied in their styles. They do sort of indie rock, alternative stuff, as well as sort of rap and hip hop, and electronica, techno stuff as well. Yeah, let's make this a little bit inclusive. Viewers, tell us, what have you been playing, listening to or doing recently. We genuinely would like to hear it. Okay, so what's next on the topic list?
You tell me.
I don't have it up. Hang
Oh,
on.
E3,
Here we go.
E3. That's just happened, doesn't it? E3. There's been a lot of exciting
C3.
news from the different game companies. To be honest, I think
Focused on anything but.
Nintendo's got some pretty exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Not just what's been announced in E3, but just in general. I think Nintendo, they've got a lot of good games
Pokemon
and
Go.
stuff. Pokemon Go, I am hyped for that. That's going to be a free mobile game, augmented reality. That's going to let you travel the world and be an actual Pokemon trainer. It's like my dream since I was like a little kid. It's going to be fantastic.
Microtransactions.
Microtransactions, yeah, but I mean, with the scale of the game, they're going to have to include microtransactions if they're going to make it a free game. To be honest, because they wouldn't.
It's either
remove the
microtransactions or like
Ads.
500 ads per Pokeball.
Yeah, I would rather go with microtransactions, so long as they're not like necessarily shoved down your throat.
I don't think they're
Yeah,
going to be
like,
necessary, but I think they will be important if you want to sort of go into serious PvP on it. To be honest,
Yeah.
that's just the way the game's going to work.
Although to be honest, if you're gonna go into serious PvP, would you not just like go on one of the main series Pokemon games?
Yeah, that's true. It's just they're taking much more of an MMO approach to this game.
Yeah.
In the way that gyms work, how you sort of have to capture it.
Yeah.
And I really do like how you travel the world and it actually sort of tracks your location and tracks where you go and puts Pokemon in the world around you. And then when you get close to a Pokemon, you can actually
Your phone will vibrate.
your phone will vibrate.
It's a pretty cool
you can catch
feature.
It is, and I do like. Do you know how you evolve Pokemon? Have you heard about that?
Don't you have to like catch the same Pokemon type like tons of times?
Yeah, I think you catch the same Pokemon. I think this is how it works. I haven't looked into it too much, but you catch the same Pokemon, and you get a point, like points, every time you capture that Pokemon, and then you use them points to evolve the Pokemon. Which is
You know
a
what
good
that actually
system.
reminds me of? Remember, Alex? Remember when we like played that like one Minecraft thing where there was like that genetics mod and you had to like
Oh
combine the genes?
yeah, advanced genetics.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Oh, that mod was so overpowered unless you actually died, in which case you lose everything that you just spent hours working towards.
Yeah, but you could just take your own blood into a syringe and centrifuge it, and then you just had it all back.
That's true. That's true, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. And I used my cloning mod a lot to make clones with the same genetics, which is pretty good.
Well, until Ben rage quitted.
Yeah.
Didn't you rage quit before you found out what we did?
Well, no, because I told him what we'd done because we destroyed his entire base. But yeah, that's a conversation for another day, I think. But I think Pokemon Go looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for it.
And let's not neglect Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon. Well, I haven't got a 3DS. I have to admit.
Why?
And is it going to be on 3DS or just the new 3DS?
It will. I'll take a stab at it now. It will be on just the regular 3DS because I don't think that there's enough people that bought a new 3DS yet to justify it being an exclusive. I mean, yeah, they could always go down the route of, oh yeah, if it's an exclusive, people buy that system, but that might backfire. It might be like Gold and Silver because they were for the Game Boy Color, but you could still play on original Game Boy because a lot of people still had Game Boy Pockets and stuff. Yeah, I mean, already there's been so much about Sun and Moon, and they haven't even been bloody released. I've seen 3/4 of an hour theories talking about Sun and Moon. I mean, actually, it's a pretty good one by Noggin.
Oh, that guy. He's good.
Yeah. He made a very interesting theory all about how this is possibly the end of Pokemon, although it won't be.
No, because I saw them in E3. They I think they basically confirmed that it isn't going to be the last one. I mean, they didn't say those specific words, but they were talking about the future of Pokemon after the game. So it's an interesting theory, and it was a good watch actually. That theory.
Okay.
Yeah, because he talks about stuff like mythology, and it's sort of like just one, like all sort of religions and mythologies and beliefs all sort of intertwine, and it's really interesting actually. It's kind of changed my perspective on the whole of Pokemon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is actually. It's just It's the sort of things that you wouldn't realize unless you looked into it and you knew what all the different things represented.
Yeah,
But when you sort of go into it and all the symbolization that happens, it's really quite interesting. It goes into quite a lot of detail about different things, and you sort of see how everything sort of links in together.
yeah. Um, that wasn't the only thing Nintendo did at E3. They also had Breath of the Wild, the new Zelda game. Now,
Oh yeah.
if I owned a Wii U, I would be hyped, and I am hyped, but I don't own a Wii U because
My brother has a Wii U.
it's like buying a Sega Saturn. It's just unwise. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I did do that. Never mind. Ignore that. um,
What I want to know
so yeah,
actually
that
is
looks very good.
actually right on the topic of Breath of the Wild. I'm assuming
Yeah,
it's going to have some sort of special mechanic like Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time did. What I want to know is what this
yeah,
mechanic exactly is, because I'm not sure.
yeah. Well, I don't know because I think it's. I don't think it will, to be honest with you. I think it's
Mm.
more going to be about just introducing this vast open world to the series that's taken years to create, and it'll just sort of lay out the foundations again, like the first one did.
Mm.
Like with the sense of big exploration and stuff, less linear, and then maybe like future Zelda games will build upon that, like A Link to the Past did, along with Link's Awakening and Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and so on.
Mm.
And yeah, so I just want to ask you guys, what's your experience with the Zelda series?
Like 3 games.
Uh, I'm gonna be honest. I've never played a Zelda game.
Like one.
I've never
No?
played a Zelda game.
Oh,
That's embarrassing
Not
to
even
admit.
one?
Wait, didn't you play? Yeah, you did play like that one Zelda 1.
I played a little bit at your house, I think, didn't I?
Yeah.
But I didn't. I've never completed a Zelda game.
Mm.
No.
I've never. I've always wanted to, but I've just never got around to it.
Mm.
It does look like
Yeah.
a good series. I have. It's just I don't know. The only way I could really do it is for an emulator, because I haven't got an actual console to play the original game on, like the original games, the older
Yeah.
games. But I think this new game that they're releasing, it looks like they're just going to sort of throw you right in the middle and not give you much guidance, and then you sort of have to
Yeah.
explore this huge world that they've created. And I think that does look
So
very
very
interesting.
reminiscent of the first one. Like,
Yeah.
you just dropped in with no explanation.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, maybe this time around you get a little backstory. Yeah, my experience is Zelda. I'm gonna try and keep this short. I played the first one.
70 games.
Yeah, just all of them and all the ROM hacks and shit. No. My first one that I played was the first one. A lot of people say, "Oh no, start with Link to Past, Ocarina of Time." Don't start with either of those. I'd actually say start with Wind Waker. Yeah, so I started with the first one, and I played through that to completion, and then I bought Ocarina of Time. In fact, no, I bought Link to the Past for the Game Boy Advance,
Mhm.
and I really liked that. Then I bought Ocarina of Time, Zelda 2, Majora's Mask, and the original Zelda, all in one disc for the GameCube.
Hmm.
That's the thing, by the way. If you can grab
Oh
that,
yeah,
get
I've
it.
heard of
It's
it. Yeah.
like it's a collector's disc, yeah. Then I got
I've heard
Majora's
Emma
Mask
Blackery
3D.
mention it.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I know,
Go on.
tell a lie.
Hmm.
I bought Majora's Mask 3D before that, special edition as well. But I'm just rambling at this point. Basically, I've played a lot of Zelda games. I'm a pretty big fan. If you want my opinion, which the best one is, it's either Majora's Mask or Wind Waker. So, audience, tell us in the comments below. What's your experiences with Zelda
Hey, you
and
forgot about
Pokemon?
mine.
What are your favorite games?
Don't forget me.
Oh, yeah, we're getting round to you. The audience matters more than you.
Oh.
Just remember, you'll never be worthless. You can sell your body on the black market.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments below and let us know, because we will actually respond to them.
Yes, we will.
So, Joe, finally, rolling round to you.
Yeah.
No pressure. What's your experience with the Zelda games?
Um,
Franchise?
not massive, but I've emulated the first and second ones. Prefer the first, of course, because well, it's just better.
The other two shit.
Yeah. And Link Between Worlds. I really like that one. I wanted Link to the Past, but of course I don't have a SNES, and the emulator controls for the SNES aren't the best from what I've seen. So I just decided to get Link Between Worlds because I had 3DS and it looked really good. And it's good. It is good.
Forgot about Links Between Worlds because I got really into that when I first got it, and then my 2DS broke.
Oh.
But then I just stole my younger brother's, and now that's mine. So it all works out in the end. It all comes
It's
full
okay.
circle.
He'll never remember
Okay,
it.
this doesn't make sense. There's just like there's this thing, and it says "peel here" on the label. So I peeled the label off, and do you know what was underneath?
What?
Another label. I'm not even kidding. That the identical size and everything. That was okay. That was right. That's just that wasn't relevant. I'm sorry. That was
Okay.
that's just a bit weird. I'm a bit confused.
So some of the more attentive. Oh, sorry. You go for it. Speak.
It doesn't matter. You continue.
All I was going to say was some of the more attentive viewers may have noted that I said it's coming out for the Wii U. That's of course neglecting the NX and the speculation that this might be a launch title or ported over to the new Nintendo console.
Now I haven't heard much about this. You're gonna have to sort of explain this to me because I don't know much about this.
Yeah, I only
I'm
heard
not-
about it earlier.
Yeah, I'm not terribly up to date with it myself, but it's like supposed to be another sort of innovative game system described as something they've never done before. So let's hope it's not gimmicky or
Except it's
anything.
not like the Wii U. The only thing the Wii U has above every other console is that it has exclusives. That's the only thing
Yeah,
it's
it's
really got.
the only reason I would get a Wii U is for the exclusives. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
I mean,
yeah.
admittedly,
Then
they do
again,
have good
is
exclusives.
that not why we buy consoles?
Well,
Is that not
I
why we
don't. I'm gonna be honest. I
console over
don't.
the other?
I'm not a console peasant. This thing over here. This is my beast.
Dude, listen, dude. Gaming equality, it doesn't matter if you play on a SNES, a PC, a Saturn, an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 4, whatever. Unless you're a mobile gamer,
Whoa.
you're scum.
Whoa. I'd rather play mobile games than have an Xbox One. I'm just gonna say that.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, I mean, to
Whoa.
be honest, there is GTA San Andreas
Listen,
on
whoa,
mobile.
whoa. The Xbone may have had a bit of a wavy launch and first couple of years, but there's some good games for that.
There's some good games for it, but then there's gonna be Pokemon Go for mobile, isn't there?
That's true.
Yeah, and also you can get like GTA San Andreas for mobile.
I think you can
Oh,
get,
yeah. You
and you
can
can
get
get Final
GTAs.
Fantasy. I think there's a Final Fantasy game you can get on
You can
mobile
get-
now, isn't there?
There's more than one.
I know,
Ported,
I know, Ratchet and Clank games. Quite a lot of
I
good
think they
games.
ported the DS remake over.
I think you can also get an emulator,
Hmm.
which I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
the older consoles, I can see a reason to
I've
getting
got
them
emulator
because
on
they're not on PC. A lot of the older games, but with things like the Xbox One, I don't see the point in getting a console over a PC. I mean, it's cheaper, but
Yeah, I think
That's it.
the reason that consoles have been so successful in the past and present is just convenience. In the end, you will have a better
and
result
play.
if you spend the time to look through PC parts and stuff and build, your perfect machine for your own purposes. But that takes a lot of time and money, and whilst it may be worth it, a lot of consumers, they just want to
Don't give a shit.
plug it. Yeah, they just want to play games, so they're offered a significantly less powerful, yes, but decent machine that can play games on the go. Except with this generation, for some reason, it insists you download the game, which I don't
Yeah.
get, because you still need the disc to play it. So what's the point?
Yeah.
exactly, that doesn't make sense. You get a disc, and the whole point of having a disc is that
I remember I got Fallout New Vegas, and I was like, right, okay, time to play it. And it was like, hold on, we need to download it onto your Steam. I was like, that's nice, but can't I just play Fallout New Vegas?
no, the way it works on PC is you have to download it to Steam to link it with the Steam files or something. Because
Okay.
like otherwise you'd be going through the actual disk drive. Like that's
Alright
what the data will be being transferred from the disk drive to the motherboard and all those bits, and that's significantly slower than actually using a hard drive, which is the reason why. Because it would take
Alright
just
then.
forever to load, and if the disk dies, which I mean, it wouldn't necessarily. It wouldn't be likely to just die.
Yeah.
And also, disk drives make a lot more noise than hard drives do. But and it was easier to read and write from hard drives, as I said. So it's just a better option to download it.
Right,
Which is
well,
probably why it works like that with consoles, to be perfectly honest. That
Mm.
makes sense.
Yeah, well, I downloaded it. Turns out I don't like Fallout New Vegas.
No.
I actually liked Fallout New Vegas. I preferred it to 3, and I actually
Really?
prefer it to 4. Yeah,
hated it.
I've never actually played a Fallout game.
I've only
I mean, yeah,
played 3 in New Vegas, but 3 I could actually
I,
stand.
I played 1, 3 pretty far, New Vegas pretty far, and I've briefly touched 4. And I have to say, I like New Vegas better, because yeah, you can say it's just like Fallout 3 DLC releases a new game, but
Mm.
well, it is a whole new game. It just uses the same engine and stuff, and I prefer the sort of setting of that.
Fallout New
To
Vegas just didn't feel as fun as 3.
Actually,
No,
talking about games from Bethesda, what are your thoughts on Skyrim Remastered?
I'm so happy to hear that this apparently is going to exist.
well, I'm pretty hyped for it, but I was always more a Fallout fan than a Skyrim fan. But I got pretty into Skyrim.
Now, I'm a fan of the Elder Scrolls series. I really like Elder Scrolls 5, and I haven't, to be honest, I haven't played many of the games before that. But I did enjoy the Elder Scrolls Online, and I was one of the I was one of the few people that actually liked it to begin with. Although, when me and Joe played the beta, a long time ago,
Oh, shit.
it was the buggiest thing you've ever seen. And to think that it was, what, a couple of weeks after that they'd actually be releasing the game. It just wasn't in a playable state to start with. And I mean, no one would pay 50 quid for the game and then another, what was it, £10 a month, I think it was?
Yeah.
No one would pay that much for that. Which is why it's good that it's actually, they've taken away the paying monthly feature, because me and Joe both have the game now and it's a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, it's actually alright now.
But getting back to Skyrim Remastered, isn't it basically just going to be Skyrim with bug fixes and improved graphics? Is there any real
Yeah.
need for it? Is it worth the
Well,
money?
I've heard they're going
I
to be
think-
adding some new content.
I don't know if it's worth it over just buying the actual Skyrim, but I think it's just like to tie Elder Scrolls fans over, because mind you, they're working on Elder Scrolls 6, and that could take God knows how long, because how expansive these games are, and they're getting bigger and bigger all the time. So this could be years. So I think it's a nice little package to keep fans tied over. You know, give them a reason to play Skyrim again. Although I don't know, I might get it, I might not.
I've heard if you've got Skyrim on Steam, then they just give it you automatically when it comes out.
Really? That I don't.
I
That
heard
doesn't.
that being mentioned.
That Are you sure about that? That doesn't sound like something that would be possible. Like with the
That's
amount of people that own Skyrim, surely they'd be at a loss with that. Unless it's some kind of clever marketing technique to improve
yeah. Then
customer
again,
loyalty.
that's not accounting for the console market, because you know
Yeah.
they'll still have to purchase the game again.
That's very true. That's very true.
So a slight shift in subject. Killer Meemstar. What are our thoughts on him?
Oh, do we? I don't know.
I'll be honest, I
No.
don't even know what he's done
Yeah,
other
I
than be a
don't.
dick for the last 2 of you. Other than be a dick forever, I don't know what he's done.
Well, let's
Like,
just detail
I don't know
some
why
of the things he's
suddenly
done.
everyone's gone mental. I mean, surely should have gone mental earlier.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know why it's like happening now, but I'm glad it is, because quite frankly, he's a disgusting human being.
I never even heard of him until a few weeks ago, to be honest. Until this all blew up.
Really? Did you never watch Drama
He's
Alert?
No, I've never.
he's the asshole that runs Drama Alert.
I never watched Drama Alert. I just heard that it was. I don't know. It's never, that sort of thing's never appealed to me. I've never watched any Drama
Yeah.
Alert videos.
Right.
Yeah. Well, for those that don't know, let's just detail
Alex.
some of the things he's done over the past whatever. So he has been racist, and not only has he said the N word many a time, he's also
I
gone
would
on to
quote
say,
him, but I don't think I should.
everyone's like, Alex is a stupid. Oh, okay. No. Not only that, but he says things like black people are second-class citizens.
Did he actually?
Yes, and that
Oh, wow.
he's white. He runs this world. Yeah, so already pretty nice. Yeah, and then he's accused. He's thrown out allegations towards several YouTubers about pedophile allegations and stuff towards the likes of Bashaverse, this old guy Twitch streamer, and Pyrocynical, and
Hey,
all that.
don't forget about Toby.
Oh yeah, Toby
Yeah.
Turner. Because there's like, I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. All I'm saying is,
He ain't a racist. He ain't a rapist.
yeah, because well, he might be, but there's just not the evidence to substantiate it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you've been raped, then surely you'd, I don't know, tell the
You
cops.
go
Yeah,
to
you
the
go to
police.
police. You
I mean,
go to police.
Yeah, rather than tell
you
Tumblr.
can't you can't really pull the card of I'm too scared to tell the police because you've already told millions of people online already. So,
Yeah. Would you rather tell
Police-
one police officer
which
or
will be confidential.
No, but to be
Which
fair,
will be
it's a lot
public.
easier to say things online rather than face to face with someone. But even then,
Yeah.
surely you could just write it on a piece of paper and give it to the police officer
Yeah.
if you didn't want to say it out loud. I mean, I don't know.
Have a complaint.
It's not gonna be like, open your mouth!
Okay.
I mean, there's no way for us to know the truth.
I know. I don't particularly like him. I think he's a bit annoying, but and
Yeah.
he could be a total arsehole for all I know. But there's just not the evidence to suggest that he is indeed a rapist. Anyway, not only that, we're all aware of Total Biscuit, yeah?
Oh yeah, poor guy got cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, Keemstar, being the nice, supported fellow YouTuber that he is,
Oh yeah.
decided to make a video on Twitter that said, "Can't wait to report your death. What's wrong with you, asshole?" I believe that's what the video said. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I did hear
Edited
about
it.
that.
It's in 3, 2, 1.
Look, you fucking piece of shit. I've been fucking watching you for years. I've been a fan of you for years. Out of the blue, you tweet at me, "You're not news," and then you fucking block me? Why? Oh, I've never even fucking said anything about you at all. Like, now I want to. Now I want to be like, can't wait to report your death. Like, seriously. What's wrong with you, asshole?
So, because we're kind of jumping all over the place here, back to the
Go on.
NX. Apparently, it's supposed to launch early 2017. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, that's
What do you
probably a bad
think?
marketing
That's
strategy.
right. That's right. That's going to be right when people have just bought a new console, because that's right after Christmas, isn't it?
Exactly.
So everyone will have bought a console if they wanted
third
one.
of-
So
Third or fourth quarter, end of the year is the time to strike. I wouldn't mind if they postpone it to sort of second half of 2017, because then you're tapping into that market that's like Christmas
Nobody goes
gifts and
there.
stuff.
and my birthday, even though I won't be getting one, probably, maybe.
Yeah, because in it cartridge based, apparently.
Supposedly, yeah, it's supposed to be cartridge based.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be
Nintendo just can't let
cartridge-based,
go of them
like-
cartridges, can they?
I know if they could have, they would have held on to the N64.
Yeah.
I think they reluctantly made the GameCube
Mm.
because the N64 was doing pretty well,
Mm.
although it's still smashed by the
I have
PS1.
actually used an N64 before.
I've not.
I used it.
I'm proud of you.
It was actually quite good.
The controller is just baffling. I mean, I own one. It's a
Controller
fairly
of a console.
well, more the controller, I'd say, but the console's a pretty weird shape.
No, I mean like you own a controller or you own a console.
Both.
Both.
Mm.
I mean, no, I only own the console.
Yeah, he has a console, not a
No,
controller.
I mean,
I
was
just
thinking
turn it on,
like
stare at
maybe
the
you
start
just
screen.
own the controller.
Magic.
Actually,
Uh,
I would like on my wall just a display of like a timeline of the controllers. That'd be quite cool. Just
That
as
would
a
be, yeah.
display piece.
Speaking of things I can't use, I have a Famicom cartridge of the original Super Mario Bros.
Mm.
But I can't use it, so it just sits on my shelf. But it looks nice, so yeah.
I've still got quite a few PSP games that I really liked that I've kept, even though my PSP's wanked.
Yeah. I like the PSP. It's a
Yeah,
shame
it
they
had
didn't
good
do-
games. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
The games were good. I didn't like the console itself, though.
It was all right. It's comfortable, but the little like sort of stick nub thing that's not.
That's weird.
It's like it it's not even that it feels particularly weird either. It's the fact that it's too low. It's like I have to reach my thumb down and
Yeah,
around.
It is also uncomfortable like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there any other
So I
news that we want to talk about?
There was ISIS bombings in Turkey, weren't there?
That's not quite on the topic that we were going for, but
Well, it's news.
oh, Forza's coming to PC as well, actually, which I think the way it looks like Microsoft's going to try bringing Xbox and PC together, but they're trying to.
what's coming to
Forza, you know the
Forza.
Forza racing.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I just didn't hear you. I didn't hear you correctly. I
But
heard 4.
because that's been Forza has been an Xbox exclusive for a long time. And I think the fact that they're bringing
Yeah.
their exclusives to PC, and you can sign into your Xbox account with Windows 10 or Windows 8. I think they had that feature. I think they're trying to bring the Xbox and the PC together, and they want to create some sort of they want to take over the
Hybrid
games.
master race.
They want to take over the games industry, but that's not going to happen because there are too many players that are loyal to Steam on the PC. So Microsoft are never going to overtake Steam. That's just not going to happen.
No,
And well, the Steam operating system might lose to the Windows operating system.
I think it definitely will.
Well, it is because they've marketed the whole thing wrong. Like the Steam machines, that's wrong. Like they're trying to make a console, but then they're offering hundreds of different models, which isn't how the console market works. You want to offer 2 or 3 models at most, and so people don't get confused by all the different specs and things. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, poor marketing was part of the reason why the Wii U failed, and I think it played a big role in that. Because I didn't see any adverts for the Wii U. I saw one in 2013, and I saw them sort of through late last year.
to be honest, the main things I saw
But,
about
you
the
know-
Wii U were from, I think it was in the Little Bud.
Yeah, and Mario Maker and stuff.
Mm.
I like him. He's pretty dope.
I haven't watched him in ages. Actually.
It's because of him I learned that Jet Set Radio was a thing. I mean, I knew that Jet Set Radio Future was because that's the game of my childhood, but I didn't know there was the first one.
I'd
So, there you
I'd
go.
heard of Jet Set Radio, but all I knew was it was graffiti and stuff, and I wasn't
In
interested.
America, they call it Jet Grind Radio
Yeah, that's weird.
because we just
freaks.
can't have rhyming. Yeah, I don't get that. Why do the Americans have to insist that stuff be renamed? I
I
mean,
don't know. Because
Yeah.
it's like it's either renamed for us or it's renamed for them.
but it doesn't make sense. It just confuses things, really, if anything.
It's like games for the original Game Boy. They're RPGs. They weren't Final Fantasy titles. When they were localized, bam! All of a sudden, they're Final Fantasy titles. Why? Why?
It's weird. I'm a fan of the Final Fantasy series, though. I do like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
I know next to nothing about Final Fantasy.
You play
it's
Final
not my
Fantasy at my house?
favorite. I don't think it's my favorite RPG series, but it's definitely up there. I don't
It
know.
is,
I
it's
got
good.
really into 7.
I do like Dragon Quest as well. Dragon Quest is a great series.
I haven't played
I've-
Dragon Quest.
You
Everyone
need
goes
to.
on about Dragon Quest.
Get
I
Dragon
still
Quest
haven't played
9.
it.
Get Dragon Quest 9 for the DS. That's a great one.
That's the only one I've played and I liked it.
Okay. I mean, I quite like the Persona 4. That's very good.
Heard
It's
of
like
it,
late
don't
release.
know
Never
anything
played it.
about it.
It's late release PS2, 2009, which is pretty weird.
Oh.
Don't know why I didn't just port it over to PS3.
That makes sense.
But it's like a murder mystery and stuff, but with like Japanese high school kids and stuff.
Alright.
Oh, is it the
Um,
one where you? Is it the one
Go
with
into
the cameras?
You go inside televisions and stuff.
Okay, no, it's not the one I'm thinking of.
No, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
All I know about the games
But
about
it's-
Japanese school children doing murder mysteries is some horror game which involves a lot of cameras. For whatever reason.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh wait, I think I know what you mean. Maybe Fatal
Nights at
Frame.
Freddy's.
Lots of cameras and it's a horror game.
Where's the little
Where-
school children?
Just an
Where's the
embarrassing
anime
School children.
girl?
School children because
Where's the-
it's a children's place.
Where is the anime girls?
Yeah, where are my big animated is?
Where's my waifu?
Shut up. No, I just want.
My
I just
body
want.
pillows, Alex.
I just wanted to
Mine can
switch.
stand up on its own.
Oh God. I just wanted to switch
I
to the.
punched my once and it's almost shattered.
I just wanted to tell
Oh
everyone
God,
that
Jesus Christ!
Joe screamed at Five Nights at Freddy's because he was too scared. He was like, "No, that's not a scary game. That's a really bad game. That's never gonna scare anyone."
And it just went.
And then he jumped out at you and you screamed.
What was
So
that?
there we go. Joe Kelso is afraid of Five Nights at Freddy's. You've been exposed. I'm sorry.
Shit.
That's it. It's
No
going on
one's gonna
drama
watch
alert.
this anyways.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, by the way, I've been kicked out of my recording space, so we should probably round this off. So,
So you've been kicked out of your house.
yeah, I've been your host, Southport Junior, Finn Rubio, and GL Crushtspace, or Alex, and Joe.
Or Nerdtendo 64. That's probably how we're more commonly known, to be honest.
Yeah, we are. This audio is going to sound horrible and really echoey because of where I am. But we have been Nintendo 64. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you have any thoughts or want to share your ideas below, then feel free to comment and like and subscribe and stuff, please, because we're
Poor.
poor.
We're a small growing channel and we want to bring you the best quality content we can.
I'm just
And
a
if
poor
we
bunch
have
of
more
poor-
feedback means better quality content, as we'll know exactly how we can improve our videos.
Give me your fucking money.
Wait, are either of you 215 yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Aye.
Okay, okay. So 2 14-year-olds and a 15-year-old. We're very poor. Please subscribe and stuff.
Well, I'm
Bam.
going to be 15 in like less than a month, so.
And I'm going to be 15 in, hang on, about 10 months.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, yeah, nearly there, nearly there.
One day, Alex.
A boy can dream.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to post your comments and thoughts down below. We will try to respond to them as promptly as possible. I don't know how to end this, so bye.
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 Green decided to be particularly dick, barged me out of the way, grabbing the Pokemon, claiming that he wanted it.